I'm here with Steve Nicholson, Chief Football Writer at the Derby Telegraph, after the Rams' 2-0 defeat here at Middlesbrough. Steve, your thoughts on that?
Well, big game as we know, big crowd here today, 32,000, 3,000 Derby fans. The sense of a big game, a big occasion. And on the big occasion, Middlesbrough won 2-0. They were the better side on the day. I don't think we can have any complaints about that. First half an hour they penned Derby back. Lee Grant, who made an error, as we know, at Leeds in midweek, was very good in that spell, kept Derby in it. Derby never got going, and I say Middlesbrough were well on top. Derby had a good little spell 10 minutes before the break at the end of the first half. Johnny Russell, very determined, a lot of endeavour down the left-hand side, gave Middlesbrough problems, 1 or 2 half chances, 0-0 at half-time, second half, cagey, not a lot in it. Seemed to be edging towards a goalless draw, which many people would have put their money on, would have been a safe bet. Paul Clement made a change, brought off Jacob Butterfield, sent on Andy Vyman. It didn't work, it backfired. He admitted as much just now in the press conference, and I've got no problem with that. Listen, when you're in that technical area as a coach or a manager, you've got to make decisions in the heat of the moment. And Paul Clement believed that sending on Vyman would create that one chance, that one moment, a bit more pace, maybe to get the breakthrough. It's not what I would have done. I mean, people who know me, I'd have stuck it out for a 0-0 draw. They'd have probably said that's boring of me. Paul Clement went for it. Positive change, an attacking change. Didn't work out, but I like the way he accepts the blame. You know, there's no hiding place from him, and I like coaches that make decisions. You know, it's easy just to stand there and not make decisions, so let's not be too hard on that. And I say full marks for him to coming out holding his hands up. It didn't work. Middlesbrough scored 2 goals in the last few minutes. The first one was an excellent move, finished off by Albert Adoma. To produce that quality move in such a tight game at that stage of the game was very, very good. And they deserved to win the game 2-0. They're now 4 points clear at the top. They are the best side in the league at the moment, but let's not lose perspective here. Derby have only lost 3 times in 25 games now, and this is the second.
Paul Clement was forced into his first change in the first half when George Thorne limped off injured. The latest on that?
Yeah, you know, George will say he went down and he looked very disappointed as he kind of limped off. Paul Clement says George's calf tightened up. He said he didn't think there was an injury as such, which is good news. You know, not a tear or anything, or a strain or anything like that. But it seemed his calf tightened up. So if there's any doubt there, he obviously has to come off because they don't want to lose him for a number of weeks or indeed months. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he will be okay. I just asked him also about Scott Carson's fitness. He's missed a number of games, as we know. Scott is now training again, so he doesn't think he's too far away. But as I say, I thought Lee Grant today did everything he could do. But at the end of the day, Middlesbrough won the game.
The January transfer window is now open, and I believe you asked Paul Clement about that as well.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I noticed on social media, you know, Derby have suffered a defeat. There's a lot of fans saying we've got to get another forward in, we've got to get another striker in. It wasn't Chris Martin's day today. He found it very tough against Ayala and Gibson. He was always going to find it difficult. Didn't think the service to him was particularly good either. So let's not be too harsh on him. But yeah, Paul Clement said they're considering doing 1 or 2 things. He said there was nothing definite at the moment. I asked him in what area of the pitch. He said the forward area, and as we know, Derby have been heavily linked with Abdul Kamara, the kind of attacking player from France. So we'll see if there's anything in that in the next day or 2. But as he said, they are looking at something, 1 or 2 things, and it will all probably unfold in the weeks ahead.